My roots really got started with soul bands. I worked with Dyke and the Blazers. I worked with, well, a lot of the offsprings of those guys, if that's the right terminology to use. So I did a lot of gigs with soul bands in the and pre-Gringo days. It got into my blood, as far as playing that. And I worked with some players that that edged me on as far as black players playing certain styles like the Motown and things like that. And I should have pursued it a little bit more as far as that. But that's how I, back in those days, in the early days, it was when they had the jazz rock thing, it was like the syncopated type bass thing, and that's what I was kind of known for.
Right.
It was just a fluke, It's like somebody in Phoenix had my name in their little book, a musician, and then they had given it to Jimmy Miller. And then Jimmy had called me and wanted to sit down. Him and Charlie wanted to sit down and talk to me. And so they came over and they wanted me to play, and I said, hey, I'd rather just play with some players. So, I think they just took my word for it. So we just ended up going up to Mr. Lucky's and started playing, and I think I passed the audition.
So at that point, once you got in the band, what was the next thing? I know you guys did some rehearsing, and then you guys hit the road.
Yeah, we hit the road real quick. It was a crash course in material and getting on the road, And we worked a couple of weeks and worked around town and did a couple of college gigs. And then next thing I knew, we were off to Colorado.
Right.
And then I don't think we came back for. The funny thing is, I was, I was young. I was still living at home. I wasn't in any hurry to leave. I told my mom. I said, "Hey, Mom, I'll be back in a couple of weeks. We got a gig in Colorado." Well, I never came back to Phoenix in 5 years. It was like it was on and off, and so that was it. So basically, I just grew up on the road with the other guys.